Welcome back to another episode of Wash Talk, the Carwash Podcast. I am your host, Camille Renner, and today in the Professional Carwashing and Detailing studio, I have Matt Broton with me. He is the Business Development Manager with Trusscore. Welcome to the studio, Matt.
Thanks for having me.
So just to begin, to give our listeners a little bit of context about how you fit into the car washing industry, can you tell me a little bit about your background and your background with Trusscore, more importantly, and what Trusscore provides to the car washing industry?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. So as you mentioned, Business Development Manager for the U.S. I've been with Trusscore since 2013, so been selling the product for quite a while. In Trusscore, the company, we're a material science company, and we're really focused on the advancement of material science in areas of nanotechnologies to help improve the products we manufacture to make a better environmental impact into the buildings that they're used in. When I started, I was our only U.S. employee, so I've seen our product grow over the years, and it's been a fantastic journey. I've loved it. It's been a fun ride, and excited to be in the car wash space now as well. The last 2 years at Trusscore have been fantastic, and as you know, there's a car wash being built on every corner.
Absolutely.
Some of the products that we manufacture are used extensively in the car wash industry, and we're going to talk about those today.
Awesome. And you mentioned you were the first U.S. employee. Where's Trusscore?
So Trusscore is headquartered in a little town called Palmerston, Ontario, Canada. But we also have 3 plants across North America. Actually have one in Dayton, Ohio in the U.S., also Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And then we have our offices with our marketing and our research and development teams. They're based in our Communitech Hub office in Kitchener-Waterloo area near Toronto.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Very great, very great. And we focus a lot on the U.S. in our publication, but we also are reporting more and more on the express car washing industry in Canada, and it seems like there's a boom up there as well. So I'm sure Trusscore's busy with that too, but I know you focus more on the U.S. But I believe you brought a sample today, so I'd love to jump into the wall cladding that Trusscore offers car washes. If you could just explain what wall cladding is for anyone who might not know. I'm not quite 100% positive.
Yeah, not a problem.
Take it away.
Yeah, we'll talk about this specifically here in a minute, our product. So wall cladding in general would be any finish that you would put on the interior or even exterior of a building that is being built. You know, in your home, you would have drywall. You might have FRP panel for high moisture areas. So wall cladding would be surfaces that the car wash manufacturers, developers, they would put the finish. So when you go through a car wash, you would look at that wall and see that it has either some historical finishes would be a block wall, so concrete block, or tiled, glazed tile finish. Gave more of a glossy look to the facility. And then also you'd have what they call FRP, or fiber reinforced plastic panels that are actually glued onto a surface like the concrete. And so you would notice those. They kind of have a pebbly finish. And then also metal, just generic metal you might see in some of these car washes. So those are some traditional wall cladding options that have been out there. And so our product, we're excited to really attack those traditional finishes, and we're a solution manufacturer, right? So we're providing solutions to that developer so they can be more profitable and have a long lasting facility.
Yeah, that's very important.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that you listed some other options of walls that traditionally car washes have used. What are some of the drawbacks from those options?
Well, one, they're not going to be very easily cleaned, right? So a car goes into or a vehicle goes into a car or truck wash. They're going to bring dirt and grime from all kinds of areas. I'll give you an example. We did a car wash, this is probably 2016, in Bend, Oregon. And this company put our product on the walls, and it was, great. And then all of a sudden, they had some stuff on the walls that they had a hard time getting off. Well, in Bend, Oregon, they have a lot of volcanic ash in the ground because of the volcanoes in the area. So in the history of that, and so you don't think about those type of things. Well, with our product, they were able to use a little harder, more stringent chemical to clean the wall, cleaned it up perfectly, and really provided that long-term solution. Where a traditional a block wall, you know, they're going to live with that degradation over time. So you're going to have dirt and grime. You know, cars, farm trucks will come in, farm cars, you know, just the road wash that you get in general. So you get all kinds of different grime and chemicals that will be into that facility that you need to clean off those walls.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great example, and I didn't know that about Ben, so
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Absolutely.
I am curious, though, are your wall claddings being used in all different types of car washes or just the express model?
Yeah, so traditionally, you know, you have what we'd say the express model with the tunnel washes. But then you also have just the drive-through, right? The drive up, the guy gets out and he sprays it down and he puts his coins in and he goes and walks away. So we're actually used not just in new construction for the tunnel washes, but also retrofitting into existing car washes. What you see with a lot of companies is you know, these larger companies are buying up some of these smaller companies, right? And they're buying these facilities that they need to really remodel and bring up to, you know, the 21st century. Because if you're going by a car wash and it doesn't look clean, you're probably going to think it's not going to clean my car very well. So we've used our product extensively into those open air washes as well. So, you know, our product's very easily installed over block or any other existing finish on the wall, and it really gives a nice clean finish. So absolutely can use in all types of applications.
Great.
You know, some of the other industries we were talking about previously about where our products are used. So, you know, when you look at commercial kitchens, we do a lot of food processing facilities. Also just general garage areas at the home. But also vertical indoor farming. We do a fair amount of that as well. So car wash is one of our fastest growing spaces, and we're excited to be in it.
Well, thank you for being in it. Yeah,
absolutely.
Offering a great product to people, I'm sure. So is that the number one benefit for all of the industries you serve, is the ease of cleaning? So
the cleanability is a big factor. Right, is how easily can I make this look brand new again? Right, so Trusscore wall and ceiling board answers that question. Also, ease of installation. How quick can we put it up? How many people do we need to install this? You know, our product, our wall and ceiling board product that we'll talk about, it can install 2 to 3 times faster than traditional methods. Right, so ease of installation is a big factor as well. Also, you look at long-term performance of the product. You know, our product is made of virgin PVC, so it's going to last long. It's going to, you know, we put a lifetime warranty on the product, so we're going to stand behind that as well. So we can give the comfort to the owner to say, look, you know, this product we're going to use on these walls, we can put it in, and we don't have to worry about it. So, yeah, those are some key areas.
That's great.
Yeah.
And just kind of going into that a little bit more, can you explain what the installation is like?
Sure, absolutely.
Businesses do it on their own? Do you have a team that comes out and installs it? Yeah,
so, you know, Trusscore as a company, so we're a manufacturer, and when we look at how we go to market, we have a couple different channels. We've chosen the channels of distribution and large OEMs. And so we would look at this car wash industry as an OEM customer, right? Someone that we can have large partnerships across the country. We can put together programs for them. We can connect them with either installers in the field. We have a trusted installer program that's available through our company. But also a lot of these guys have crews that can simply just install it themselves. And the great thing about our product is it's so easy to install, right? So this product that we have in front of you is what we call Trusscore wall and ceiling board, okay? So it's a 16-inch wide by half-inch thick interlocking PVC panel, okay? It's 100% virgin PVC. It's moisture resistant. It's got UV inhibitor in it, so it's going to stay bright color. You know, so if you put it in white, you want it to stay white, right? Some of these car washes will have open-ended areas where sun will hit them. Our product will stay bright long-term for the life of the building. life of the product. But it simply has a interlocking design with a pre-punched flange. It simply screws onto the framing, whether it be metal or wood or concrete, and it interlocks with the adjacent panel to give a nice waterproof, seamless finish.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can I feel it?
Absolutely. So it's very smooth.
Yeah.
Comes in both white and gray.
Okay.
And it's kind of interesting. We see a lot of the car wash companies, they're not looking at just washing your car anymore. They're looking at creating an experience.
Absolutely.
And so we as a manufacturer have decided, look, how are we going to come alongside of the car wash companies to help them enhance their experience, right? So we offer gray as a standard color, right? And so the light reflectivity of both white and gray is very high. So if you've ever been to a car wash, a lot of these will have light shows, right? The lights are bouncing off, and our product really enhances those features in the car wash.
Yeah, I can totally see how that would happen. That's
Absolutely.
very fun, yeah. It is quite the show, and we all love it. It's so fun.
Absolutely.
But, you've mentioned how you're a solutions-based company. What solutions do new wall claddings offer to the industry? Yeah,
so traditional methods are great, right? I mean, so you build a car wash or a facility, use block, and you think, okay, well, we have the block already there. Let's just finish the block off and make it look okay. Well, when you look at these car washes now, the wall cladding choices are very important to what they want to do and the look they want to have for their end product, right? So we have companies that are partnering with us to say, hey, we want to use Trusscore wall and ceiling board in our facilities exclusively because, one, we know what we get with the product. We get that long life of the product. It performs very well. And so this is a great choice. You don't have to worry about painting it every couple of years, right? There's nothing going to peel off of this finish. It's going to be long-term for that facility.
So is it a bigger upfront investment? I'm wondering why anyone wouldn't use this type of wall cladding.
Yeah, we, whenever you have a better solution, typically it may cost more.
Sure.
And so our product is very competitively priced. Will it be cheaper than some? Most likely not. But the benefits that you get by using it outweigh that initial cost that you might feel. And I'll give you an example. So one of the things that we've committed to is having distribution set up throughout the entire U.S. Okay, so we have distributors all over the country. So if you're building a car wash in Seattle, Washington, or Orlando, Florida, or Portland, Maine, or Dallas, Texas, you literally can have our product within 3 days.
Wow.
Okay, no other manufacturer is doing that. So we're a solution provider. So are you going to pay a little bit more upfront cost? Sure, certainly. And by having distributors set up, you don't have all those freight costs having to ship all over the country because our product's stocked in those locations as well. So when you look at the ease of installation, it goes up 2 to 3 times faster than traditional methods.
Less close time if you're remodeling.
Well, and that's it, right? The sooner you can open, the sooner you're making money.
Yeah, that's
right?
a huge reason.
And that's a big sell for us.
Yeah.
And so that's what we hear from a lot of the installers is like, this allows me to get this on the wall quickly and get reopened. So absolutely.
Well, great. Thank you so much for sharing all this information.
Yeah.
Seems like really great product.
Yeah.
But I know you may have some other products you want to talk about. So is there anything else you want to tell our
Well, I appreciate
guests
you
about?
having me. It's anytime I get to talk about Trusscore, it's a joy for me. I really enjoy the product. Our company has really looked at how can we really benefit not just the car wash, but in general, all industries, right? Agriculture, commercial, industrial. But specifically for car wash, we make some other products. So I mentioned Trusscore wall and ceiling board here. We also make a product called Trusscore slat wall. So if you want an area you want to organize, you want to hang stuff off the wall, get it up off the ground, we make a product for that. Integrates very well with our wall and ceiling board product. We also make a product called Norlock, and that is a non-load bearing freestanding partition wall. So in areas maybe between a tunnel and an equipment room, things like that, you can simply just install that wall without any framing, so it's going to save time and money. So, when you look at the products that we offer as a company with Trusscore, we really come along as a full service provided, vertically integrated manufacturer that can provide solutions for not only the installers, but the car wash companies themselves.
Absolutely, and the customer experience too.
100%.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all of this. I felt like I really saw a bit into the development process of a car wash. I know there's a lot of moving parts when people are choosing to build or remodel a car wash. So thank you for giving us all this information on wall cladding.
We appreciate that. Thanks for having us in. For anybody in the audience that would love to go find more about us, you can definitely go to trusscore.com. All the information you need is there. So again, thank you for having us in.
Absolutely. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Wash Talk, the Carwash Podcast. Again, our guest today has been Matt Broton. He is the Business Development Manager with Trusscore. Thanks for tuning in.